Hello children, good morning to all of you. Today we will have a new lesson. The topic is the address. This is the second lesson from your supplementary textbook, right? It is written by a Dutch journalist and writer named Margot Minko. Okay, and we will find the characters in the story are all ladies. Mrs. S and her daughter, Mrs. Darling and her daughter. So we will find four main characters here, and the story is set against the background of World War II. Okay, and we will go for the main theme of the story. See, the theme of the story, the address by Margot Minko, revolves around the theme of crisis that we as an individual encounter in the daily life. War brings destruction, pain, and loss of lives, which impact humans in various ways. However, the story speaks about the narrator and mother's life, how they are disrupted due to war. Actually, the story is about a mother and a daughter. They are by birth Jews. There was a clash between Jews and non-Jews. Okay, that is the issue. And the introduction of the story. The address by Margot Minko narrates the story of a lady, that is possibly the author herself, who after losing her entire family in the Holocaust or in the war returns to the address in order to collect all her family's possessions that the author's mother had left with Mrs. Darling, a non-Jewish lady, before leaving her homeland. Actually, in the warlike situation, the author's mother, that is Mrs. S, handed over all her belongings to her friend, that is Mrs. Darling. Okay, and after the war, what happens? After the war, Mrs. S gets killed or dies. Okay, so the daughter comes in search of her mother's belongings that were handed over to Mrs. Darling. Okay, so what happens to? That is what we have to learn. Okay, now let us see. This is the author, the Dutch journalist and writer Margot Minko. Margot Minko was born, I told you, in 1920. Okay, pen name Margot Minko. Occupation journalist and writer, and which language she wrote? It is Dutch. Okay, some idea about the chapter. It is a story of a girl whose mother, Mrs. S, gave their belonging to a lady called Mrs. Darling. I told you that when the warlike situation was there, Mrs. S handed over all her belongings to her friend Mrs. Darling during the war time, which was World War II. Unfortunately, during the war, Mrs. S dies, but her daughter survives. Her daughter first thinks to leave the belongings of her mother, as she thought it will make her remember the good old times, and she will then regret it. But later she becomes curious to see her mother's belongings, but then Mrs. Darling acts like she don't know her and avoids the Mrs. S daughter, and the girl tries to get her belongings back, but when she finds them, The object evokes memories of her old life, so she decides to leave them all behind and resolves to move. This is what is the synopsis of the lesson, or what you can call the summary of the lesson. And some pictures about war in Holland. Okay, that time, some images. And here are some speech bubbles. Okay, Mrs. S, you should give all of your precious item to me, as you might be asked to leave any time and you shall lose everything. This conversation between Mrs. S and Mrs. Darling. So at the time of war, her friend Mrs. Darling asked Mrs. S to hand over everything to her, otherwise what would happen? Sometimes she would be caught. That is the problem there. Okay, she would be caught and persecuted. That is the problem with the Jews. Jews are living in Germany and in perpetual danger of being imprisoned and persecuted. So in that situation, her friend Mrs. Darling asks Mrs. S to hand over everything to her. That is the situation here. Mrs. Darling, are you sure about this, as you might get in trouble for helping a Jewish family? So helping a Jewish family is also a problem. Mrs. Yes, it is complete fine by me. After all, a friend in need is a friend indeed. I insist you store your belongings at my house at Marconi Street, house number 26. That is the address under reference. Okay, the address. What is the address? Marconi Street, house number 26. Then thanks Mrs. Darling for helping me out, and could have not asked for a big favor, and she is very happy to hand over all the things to Mrs. Darling. Okay, that is what the cartoon speech bubble tells. And after the war, what happens? Mrs. S is dead, but her daughter survives. Mrs. S' daughter decided to bring back her mother's belonging from Mrs. Darling. This is what is the story that we are going to learn. This girl, that means Mrs. S' daughter, going to visit Mrs. Darling only to bring back those belongings. Okay, the address. Okay, Darling, house number 46, Marconi Street. Mrs. Darling acts like she, and when she visits, this is the story revolves around two visits are there. The first visit, when Mrs. S' daughter goes to Mrs. Darling, Mrs. Darling acts as if she does not know this girl. Why? Because she did not want to part with those things that are collected from Mrs. S' house. Okay. Is it clear? Then second time she visits, we will come to that. Again, once again, Mrs. S' daughter visits Mrs. Darling's house for the second time. That time what will happen, her daughter was available. Mrs. Darling's daughter was available in the house. Mother was not available. That time, Mrs. S' daughter could see all the things of her mother in that house. So we will go to that in detail. So Mrs. Darling acts like she does not know her and avoid the Mrs. S' daughter, and the girl tries to get her belongings back, but when she finds them, the object evokes memories of her old life, that peaceful life before the war. She decides to leave them all behind and takes a strong determination to move on. And she left from the place. Actually, there are two meetings I told you. Part 1, meeting 1. In the beginning of the story, it is narrated how the protagonist, the main character, was given a cold reception when she went to her native place after the war in search of her mother's belongings. After ringing the bell of that house 46 in Marconi Street, a woman opened the door. Who is that woman? Mrs. Darling opened the door. On being introduced, the woman kept staring at her in silence. There was no sign of recognition on her face. The woman was wearing her mother's green knitted cardigan, and immediately Mrs. S. daughter could identify that lady. Mrs. Darling was wearing her mother's cardigan, that's a dress. The narrator could understand that she had made no mistake, means that she came to the correct address. She asked the woman whether she knew her mother. The woman could not deny this. The narrator wanted to talk to her for some time, but the woman cautiously closed the door. But that lady was not ready to talk to her. She closed the door. The narrator stopped there for some time and then left the place. This is what the first meeting. Okay. Now coming to the second meeting. Remembering the past. In the subsequent section, the memories of the narrator's bygone days come into light. Her mother had provided the address years ago during the war. She went to home for few days. She could find the various things were missing. At that time, her mother told her about Mrs. Darling. She happened to be an old acquaintance, means friend, of the narrator's mother, and lately she had renewed contact with her and had been coming there regularly. Every time she left their house, she took something from the home. She told that she wanted to save all their nice possession. The next day, the narrator saw Mrs. Darling's going out of their house with a heavy suitcase. She had a fleeting glimpse of Mrs. Darling's face. For the daughter, she got only a fleeting, means a quick glimpse of Mrs. Darling's face. She asked her mother whether the woman lived far away. At that time, the narrator's mother told about the address, that is number 46 Marconi Street, that you have to remember, children. After many days, that means after war, the narrator was curious to take record of the procession that must still be at number 46, that is Marconi Street. With this intention, she went to the given address. Second visit. With this visit, the story will be over. Okay. The concluding part of the story describes the second visit of the narrator. As the narrator's first visit yielded no result, so she planned to go once again. Interestingly, a girl of 15 opened the door to her. Okay, who is that girl? I told you already, that is Mrs. Darling's daughter. Her mother was not at home. The narrator expressed her wish to wait for her. The girl accompanied her to the passage. The narrator, that means Mrs. S. daughter. The narrator saw an old-fashioned iron candle holder hanging next to the mirror. The girl made her, the host, I mean Mrs. Darling's daughter, made our narrator to sit in the living room and went inside. The narrator was horrified to find herself in a room she knew and did not know. That means all those belongings were once belonged to her mother. Okay, she found herself in the midst of familiar things which she longed to see again, but which troubled her in the strange atmosphere. She had no courage to look around her, but she no longer had desire to process them. She got up, walked to the door and left the room. She resolved, means took a strong decision to forget the address and moved on. Okay, dear children, this is the story. Let us sum up what we have discussed today. So the story is all about the narrator, that is Mrs. S. daughter. Okay, And what actually happened is, due to the warlike situation, that is, during the World War II, her mother, being a Jew, her existence in Germany is a problem. That means those Jews will be caught and imprisoned and prosecuted. So because of that reason, she handed over all the material to Mrs. Darling for the safety, thinking that that could be collected back. But during the war, what happens? Mrs. S dies, right? Leaving behind her daughter. And after the war, Mrs. S daughter wanted to go to Mrs. Darling's house. Why? To collect all those precious things or belongings of her mother. But when she visits there, what happens, Mrs. Darling behaves as if she does not know this girl, and she closes the door. And the narrator makes a second visit. That time, Mrs. Darling was not there in the home, whereas she could find her daughter, Mrs. Darling's daughter, there. Okay, and she accepts her and made her sit in the drawing room. By then she could see all those precious things there that belonged to her mother. But the way it was arranged there did not please the narrator. So finally she thought of leaving everything and left the place. This is what is the story. So children, now if you are interested, we will take up the lesson line by line in on another day, right? I hope you understood what's the story about. With this we conclude for the day. Thank you. Have a nice day.